is crazy.
Think so.
That's good. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? How's life? I haven't talked to you, I feel like, in a while.
I'm good. Life is good. I'm still kind of sick, but I did go to the doctor and I was on antibiotics, finished a full round. Oh, but we're still.
I like ginger shot. Do you know what ginger shots even do?
They're supposed to be good for just like cleaning you out, right? Isn't it supposed to help with like sinuses? And it's like, I don't know, good for digestion.
I have
whatever.
news for you.
Oh,
Guess what I'm doing on Friday?
What are you doing on Friday?
I'm getting colon cleans. Colon
Oh, a
hydro.
colonic?
Yeah. Have you ever had one?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I didn't know what I was getting into, and I don't poop a lot ever. Like, it's a thing. It's just, it doesn't matter. I take a probiotic, an enzyme, a gut thing, a fiber. I don't poop. Sometimes for like up to 9 days. Yeah, it's bad. And I chug like 3 to 4 glasses of coffee in the morning, and I drink all the water. I don't know. And so I don't know where the food goes. Because I'll have Chipotle and then I don't poop for 9 days. So I'm like, where does it go?
Crazy.
It is insane. It's actually insane. And so I got a vibration plate. And so like I've done all the things. I've tried all the things. And I was thinking about it. This is way TMI, but we're just going here. You know how when you're trying to get ketchup out of the bottle, you put the knife in and you do it, and somehow it works. Nobody knows how it works, but somehow it works. So I was trying to convince my boyfriend that maybe we should try anal sex.
I don't think that's gonna help with digestion.
Well, no, but to get it out, right? Like the ketchup bottle knife analogy. Please don't shit on me. And I was like, but it's been 9 days.
Oh my God.
It was like a really deep massage situation and jiggled. And then I took a really big dump. So then I was like, okay, well, we can't just be propositioning my boyfriend for anal sex every week to poop. So I gotta look up some other.
So it worked? Like you did it and it worked?
Not the anal sex part. No, he did like a massage thing.
Okay. Okay.
But I was like, but I think the theory still stands. If you stick something up there and jiggle it like you would a ketchup bottle, it's gotta work. So I started researching, and then I bought one. I've never gotten one, and I hadn't watched a video. And so then last night I was like, should we look at a video? And so we looked at a video together, and now I'm terrified.
Well, so they stick a tube up your butt and they flush it with water to basically like circulate all of the, toxins, poop, whatever you want to call it, to like come out.
Right.
I will just say so I don't know if you know this. My dad he's a gastroenterologist. He is a stomach doctor.
Right. I knew that, but I don't know what that means.
Okay, so he deals with like all kinds of stuff, and he has said that he thinks colonics are bullshit. However, this is coming from like, keep in mind that's coming from like a doctor. Like obviously if there's people that are more into like the holistic type stuff and whatever, I know people that swear by them and do think that they help a lot, but I've never done one.
I've never done one either. What I'm really confused about, so I watched the videos, this Australian lady, she was great. She was like, you put the water hose up and then they flush all the water in, right? And then she was like, at a certain point, it just feels like you're going to shit everywhere. And they change out the tube for the poop tube, and then you shit down the poop tube. Watched it on video.
So you're basically just like shitting in front of somebody.
Yes. Watch yeah, I don't know. And he was like, well, better than on my dick. And I was like,
fair.
Like, you're not wrong. But anyways,
fair.
And they have like a package that includes them like shooting caffeine up there. And then, so I'm doing that. We'll see. I'll report back next week. I'll let you know.
Okay, you keep me posted on that. I mean, I'm curious to see how it goes for you. But listen, if it works and it helps, then like, why not? You know?
At this point, I'm willing to try anything because I don't know where the Chipotle burrito I ate on Sunday is. Like, where is it? I can't. I'm not like. It's got to be skinnier if I can poop it out. I gotta be. There's the skinny person inside me that I just gotta let out somehow.
Do you feel like what's the right word? Like clogged or like not congested? Like, does your stomach feel?
Do you know
what I mean?
I am never hungry. I feel like, and not because I'm not hungry, like I'm like mentally I'm hungry, but I am never hungry in that, like, you know, when you're full and like you can't imagine, like I'll give you an example. You know when you've chugged a whole bunch of water
Yeah.
and you're physically hungry, but like the idea of putting anything in your stomach sounds like an insane thing because
Mm-hmm.
you just chug so much water. It's why a lot of people who like have EDs or whatever chug water because it stops them from eating. That is what it feels like. Like it feels like I've chugged 2 gallons of water, except I haven't.
Weird.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. It's like incredibly uncomfortable. But I digress. We'll let you know. Pop culture.
Pop culture.
Rob Rausch is everywhere. I'm a little icked out by it, not gonna lie. The erotica, like Quinn audio, look, by all means, that was a great idea, but I feel so bad for his girlfriend.
I don't. Because once again, after watching this season of The Traitors, I don't feel bad for any girl that dates Rob Rausch. Like, I'm sorry. I've said this before.
But she didn't see that season of The Traitors.
You're right. They started dating, but I think they started dating like, was it before or right after filming, I think. So
Yeah, it would have been 2 months. It was 2 months ago or 2.5 months ago at this point. So it would have been like right before it went on. So she had no idea what the edit was going to go like. He could have come off as the villain. He could have gotten a Colton edit. Like, we don't know.
well, I think he kind of did come off as a villain. Like okay,
Sure.
like he won, obviously. Like, do I think that he is like one of the best players to have ever played this game? Sure. But like the way that he did it was brutal and cutthroat. And like
Sure.
he
Yeah.
is
I
a
no, and
very
I
talented
feel
liar.
bad for anybody now
Yeah.
who knows, but like she didn't know.
She didn't know.
And there are now hundreds of women downloading Quinn to get off to her boyfriend's voice. That's weird, especially having only dated him for like 8 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot.
Like that, and I think she's younger, like significantly younger. And I'm just
Oh,
like,
she okay.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, like significantly, but like imagine you're like 22 and you're dating this like heartthrob that you met in a bookstore that you might not even know. Like if you're not in the reality TV scene, because he was only on Love Island, it's not like he was on like multiple shows at that point. Like if you hadn't watched Love Island, you don't know who he is.
Yeah, you wouldn't know who he is if you haven't watched Love Island, but I feel like he definitely did blow up after Love Island. Like he was on Call Her Daddy. Like I mean, he's been around. Like he was in the wasn't he in the was it Wendy's that he did a or KFC? He was in a commercial for
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? And that was before Traitors.
Now it's like a different level, is I
Yeah,
guess what I'm saying.
of
And I
course.
just feel bad because it's like that would be so. I'm imagining myself as like a 22, 23-year-old girl and her boyfriend is doing like sex. It's giving Harry Jowsey. I hate to say it. It's giving Harry Jowsey. It's giving fuckboy. It's giving, and like not that we didn't know he was a fuckboy, but just like I just feel bad. Just be single. Like just be single.
He
Like
should just be single.
ride
He
this
should just
single wave out.
he should just forever be single. I mean, you know how I feel about Rob. He should just not date ever. Like he should just be a single man. But you know, whatever.
Whatever. What else is in the pop culture world that you want to discuss?
Amanda Batula's new man.
Who he was on the last episode.
Yeah, apparently he was on that last episode, which I have not watched that last episode. But here's my thing, and then also obviously Paige admitting that her and Joe are now exclusive. I have a controversial take with this because I love Paige. I'm all for her getting her bag, being successful. Same with Amanda. Get it, right? I just find it a little ironic that these are two women that are all like, we are like these badass, like we're gonna like, you know, be independent and like we don't need no man. And I'm just like, you have both literally never been single. Ever. Like now we know for a fact, like, listen, I'm not saying like Paige cheated on Craig or any of that shit, but like she was with Joe the second that she broke up with Craig. So whether she cheated on him or not, I think that's kind of semantics. You know, she was talking to him before they broke up. I'm sorry. Like there's no other way. Like I'm just like the second that you broke up with Craig, you are seen at the Super Bowl with this guy.
So here's my question. I agree with you. I don't disagree. Sorry, my cat's being like super needy for some reason.
Whatever. Yeah.
I was single for 6.5 years. How are you guys getting guys to commit this quickly? Like,
well, they are famous. And like, listen, again,
I have friends who are like this. They go from one relationship and they're single for 2 weeks and then they're suddenly in another relationship. And I'm literally like, I can't get a call back.
Right. And like, okay, listen, maybe Paige did meet him like the day after she broke up with Craig, but it's like, okay, then you met him the day after you broke up with your boyfriend of 3 years. Like
the same way I felt about the Ariana Madix thing. Like she
Totally. Me
met her
too.
guy the weekend after Scandal, and now they've been
Exactly.
dating for like 3 years. And I'm like, okay, so tell me you're codependent without telling me you're codependent.
Exactly. And like that's my whole thing is I'm just like again,
I think that's
I
another reason Paige didn't talk about him for so long.
totally. Because it's like her whole thing with Giggly Squad is all like, yeah, like I'm for the girls, like I'm a girl's girl, like we don't need like whatever. She's all like, fuck guys and all
Well,
that
it's like
stuff.
how
And
Amanda
like,
doesn't talk about her husband ever. It's the same thing.
right. And I'm just sort of like, this is giving bullshit to me. Like it's
Well,
just
it's
like
cool to be single. Like it's now become
exactly.
cool. It's like that whole thing. Like, wouldn't the irony? I was single for 6.5 years, not cool. Suddenly, I get a boyfriend, and they're like, "Oh, boyfriends are embarrassing." Like, get
I
fucked,
know.
America. Get fucked.
No, seriously, get fucked. And like again, I'm super happy for anyone who was happy. Like be happy. But
Who's
like
not that?
let's
Yeah.
but like let's then be honest about this narrative that we're spinning here because both her and now Amanda, I'm sorry, Amanda is not divorced. Like she just separated from her husband and she's posting shit on Instagram holding some dude's hand.
Yeah, no, Amanda I knew was codependent. That one was never like that's
Yeah.
not a surprise to me because you don't date your situationship unless you need validation from having like a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you married your situationship actually. Like you don't marry your situationship.
Right, right.
Like you think he's gonna respect you? Like how'd you meet? How'd you meet him is how you lose him. Well, how you met him is why you got him.
Right.
But like the Paige one does bother me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that her and Craig were over a lot earlier than they broke up. Like I think they were over probably 6 months prior to them ending things. My counterpoint to you is I feel for women who are in the spotlight in that way because I think there's no winning. If you get dumped, you're desperate. If you break up with them, you suck. Like the narrative's always going to be skewed against you. And so I think it's hard to get out of relationships as a woman in the public eye.
Totally. And listen, I don't blame her for getting out of that relationship. And I don't obviously like look, I think she deserves every opportunity that she's gotten. This is not like
No,
a you know what I'm saying? Like I want her to be successful. I want her to be happy. I'm all like, dude, yeah, hell yeah. Like you are so funny and talented and gorgeous and like deserve all of the good things. But then just just be happy. Like just own the fact that like you're with this guy and like you've been with him for
yeah,
almost what a year now? A year. They've been together because her and Craig, I remember, announced their breakup. Wasn't it like the beginning of 2025?
New Year's Eve. Yeah, it was like the
Okay,
first week of January.
so they've been together for a year. She's been with Joe for a year. That is a serious relationship. Like that's
Well, we don't know how long they've been exclusive. Like we don't know
sure,
if
and
she's dating.
maybe it didn't start off that way and like whatever, but they were seen holding hands at the Super Bowl. They were traveling together.
Right.
2 months. That was like 2 months out. You know?
Well, and also the fact that he was like engaged. There's a whole bunch. Did you see all the drama about Teresa Giudice and him
Yeah.
like flirting with each other?
No.
So in 2020, when Teresa Giudice was separated from Joe, and they were like separated or whatever,
Mm.
somebody uncovered all the receipts of the two of them like fire emojiing each other's posts, being like, "Can't wait to like go on this trip with you," like, "Can't wait to go to." You should Google it. It's
Okay,
like
I mean to
wild.
me, that's giving clout chaser. So it's just
Yeah,
like,
for sure. I mean,
yeah,
it's like, do you love Bravo, Joe? Just like let us know if you love Bravo. Like,
totally. And like, again, whatever. It's
to be fair, though, I think anybody who dated Paige this past year, it's hard not to think of him as a clout chaser, which might be why she hit him because she's clearly on and up, right? It's like the same way I would feel about anyone dating Amanda right now. It's like you're clearly on and up, and it's
yeah,
like I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I do think she did a little bit more of a masculine man than than Craig was bringing to the table.
for sure.
Okay, wait. Other news: Sophia with an F. Franklin book.
Oh, I cannot wait for that. I'm literally
I
going to be pre-ordering that on Amazon, baby. Like I want to read
I'm
everything.
pumped. But I also, please don't disappoint us. Please don't like bait us with that and then give us nothing.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm afraid of.
it's called Daddy Issues, so I'm kind of just like, I mean, I feel like isn't that the whole premise of the book is literally about the downfall of Call Her Daddy and like what happened?
No, actually. So it's more of a memoir, at least from my like research on it, is it's like
Mm,
she touches on that, but it's more of a fact that like they're like, it's talking also about her actual daddy issues.
Oh,
Like it's a
okay.
double entendre. It's
Yeah.
talking also about that, and it's talking about how like a lot of her experiences and the way that she writes like a blurb that she says like the way that she handled the call her daddy like situation with her boyfriend at the time had a lot to do with her like father figure understanding and her like I don't want to say it incorrectly, but her like thinking of her boyfriend more as like a father figure and know all who like
Yeah.
whatever, and that coming from her own daddy issues, that like these are experiences that everyone faces. Like I don't that's where I'm
Totally.
worried that like we're not going to get into the details because I want the details, but who I really want the details from is Alex. Alex Earl, give us the tea.
Well, she liked her post. So
I know.
look, I never really like did I think that Sophia handled that poorly? Obviously, like that's why this whole thing crumbled, but I I understand what position she was in, right? So imagine like you're young, you're dating this guy who's older than you, who allegedly is a businessman who like,
Right, who knows?
who knows his shit, and like you're gonna trust that guy and you're gonna be swayed and you're gonna be influenced by an older man that you are dating. I understand that happening because it probably would have happened to me. Like when you're dating anybody, you just like you believe the things that they tell you, right? And you're just like, well, they would know better, you know?
Yeah, no, and it's well, it's also wild because think about it from the flip side of that. If she hadn't listened to him, it would have been like, well, why don't you trust the guy you're with? Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? It's like there's sorry, maybe I brought this up twice now, but it's just like there's this narrative with women where it's like you can't win. It's like if you listen to the guy, if you respect the guy, it's a problem. If you go against the guy, it's a problem. If you're single, it's a problem. If you're together, it's a problem. It's like no one has thought any of these thoughts with regard to a man ever. Like no
No,
man has become a better or worse person in the eyes of the public because he was in a relationship or not. Like no one
right.
cares. We
Yeah.
literally don't care.
No, you're right.
Is there anything else we want to talk about pop culture before we dive into today's topic?
I think only other thing is obviously just season finale of The Traitors, which was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was. I I mean
We knew that he was gonna win.
yeah, we knew he was gonna win. So it like was insane, but it also like wasn't it didn't surprise me at all. I'm shocked by like I knew he was gonna blow up after winning, but like to have him in Times Square for Sephora just feels like
That's crazy. I was just like, "What? Like, what is this even?" Sephora is for literally mainly for
for
women. Like,
women, for
yeah, and
men,
I was just like,
all
that
brands.
feels like a stretch to me with Rob.
Yeah,
Like, I get it because women love Rob, but it's like he's not connected to like the beauty, skincare, makeup world. Like, what?
no, no.
That felt very odd to me. I go back and forth whether or not I feel for Mora because I am kind of like, you're an idiot, but then I'm also just like, we've all been there and fallen for a guy that is a really good bullshitter. So,
I don't feel for her. I think she might have known, to be fair. Because she also like think about all the screen time that she got that she wouldn't have gotten had she not been buddy buddy with him. Like she like I think she's also kind of having a little bit of a moment right now. I am I'm over the overalls. That's my
same.
that's my stake in the ground.
Yeah.
Like Lisa Rinna, come on, girl.
Oh,
Like
are you talking about the hot ones thing?
yes, like just I don't need like Lisa Rinna, please like don't jump onto every gravy train. Like you gotta
Yeah, I get that, except like Lisa Rinna is literally the person who would do that. Like she has no shame about it, you know? Which I applaud her for. Like she's literally just like, listen, if you're gonna pay me, like I will whatever. And like I wanna be relevant and like I love attention. She literally is like, I love attention. So hey.
if you had to pick, okay, I have an answer for this one, but I'm curious what yours is. If you had to pick a girl for Rob to date, who would it be in the public eye?
God. I don't even know. I mean,
See, I think he needs someone who can call him on his shit. I think he needs someone who's kind of a brat. Like I think have you watched the videos of him and Tara Yummy?
no, I haven't seen those.
Okay, I actually think they work because she's a fucking brat to him. Like she's just like she's like an annoying little sister, but there's still like a weird kind of chemistry.
Mm,
It's as though he's friends with her older brother in high school and like he's the senior friends with her senior brother and she's the annoying little sister.
mm,
But then like he kind of has a soft spot for. And
Yeah,
she's a little emo and like a weirdo, and he kind of likes him a little emo and goth and weirdo.
yeah, interesting. Okay,
So
okay.
watch the videos because I'm like, something happened there that we don't know about.
Okay,
Like, I
yeah.
think everyone thinks of him as
Mm,
like the southern, like pretty boy, but like he's not southern. He just catches snakes, which is first of all not southern. I grew up in Alabama. I didn't know a single damn person who caught snakes.
but
You know
he
what
is
they
from
do?
Alabama,
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah,
So I'm from
yeah,
Alabama.
yeah, but I mean,
But we didn't catch snakes. We shot them with a rifle or a BB gun. Nobody's
right, right, right.
catching them. I ran over a snake with a lawnmower when I was 11. I also chucked the head off one with a shovel.
I mean, Eve, the only snakes that I fuck with are one-eyed ones. So I mean, that's my knowledge. That's it ends there. So
Oy, okay, today's topic. Do you want to lead
mm.
us?
Yeah, so today's topic, we're going to talk about being a pet parent, and I feel like there are two sides to this story, right? I think that it's like people always say having a pet is like nothing like having kids, right? And I obviously have never had children, so it's hard for me to really compare, but I would just say like I think that's bullshit. And I do think that's bullshit
Fake.
because it is a hot take. But listen, my dog is completely and totally dependent on me. I have to do everything for him. I have to feed him. I have to walk him. I have to pick up his poop. I have to take him to the vet. I can't be gone for like certain, longer than like a few hours at a time, which I obviously know you can't leave children unattended. Like, yes, that is like a big difference, whatever. But like, they're expensive. Like, they take up your time. You have to train them, teach them things like you would a child. It's obviously not exactly the same, but I do think that there are similarities. And I do think that it primes you for parenthood.
Yes, I also think like that's why a lot of people obviously like get a pet before they have kids, right? Like if they're
Yeah.
in a couple, they get a pet, right? Um, so I've recently learned that three people I know have bought dogs, like expensive dogs, bred dogs, basically to like parade around and get a significant other. Like, oh, if I bring this dog out, like people are going to hit on me, whatever, and then gotten rid of the dogs within the first year because they couldn't fucking do it. And two parts. One, all of them got rid of the dogs to their parents, which I think's wild because if I told my mom, hey, I can't keep this dog, like, can you take it? And my mom's retired and doesn't have a job and could take the dog and has a yard and could take the dog, my mom would literally be like, no, you did this, figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
never has my mom ever bailed me out of anything like that. So I just don't understand what it's like to be parented by that. That's a whole nother digression. But the second part to that is, to your point, the fact that they literally had to get rid of the dog because it was so much responsibility and they couldn't handle it is, I hear you.
I mean, I dated a guy one time who needed to rehome his dog, and once I learned that about him, I was just like, oof, dude, like major boner killer for me. Like, to me, it just
Right.
shows you cannot handle responsibility. If you can only take care of yourself, you cannot take care of others, okay?
Sure.
So AKA, you can't be a father, you can't be a parent, you can't be a provider.
Well, and
Like,
also you're making choices to take responsibility for something and then like reneging on that choice. Like,
you can't handle commitment. It's a
are you going to
commitment.
break off the engagement? Are you going
Exactly.
to stand me up at the altar? Are you going to abort our children? Like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Exactly. I also feel like the way that people parent their dogs and take care of their dogs, I think, is kind of like a foreshadowing of how they would be as a parent to children. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Like, are they
do
going to discipline their dog or are they going to let their dog destroy the entire home? Because
exactly.
my dog does not destroy anything. And everyone's like, how's your dog like that? And I'm like, it's called training and it's called like being willing to discipline and not
Yes.
being afraid. Like, I'm not afraid of him not liking me. I don't care if he likes me. He respects
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Speaking of, that was Linus squeaking his toy in the background.
But
Like a
also,
little
I
ass.
don't bathe my dog very much. And then I'm afraid I'm going to have the stinky, dirty kids.
You might. Well, you also don't shower, so that does kind of check.
Yeah,
It does. I mean,
I don't know the last time my dog's been bathed. Like, what? He's 100 pounds. When do you want me to bathe him? Like,
wow. Yeah. I mean, I give Linus a bath like probably every other week, just because like I
what?
take him to the. Yeah, I bathe him. Like I give him a bath. I put him in my kitchen
Every
sink.
other week?
He's like this big. Yeah,
Oh,
because I take him to the dog park almost every single day. So it's like, because
same.
he has so much energy. So it's like, I just have to, like, he has to get it
Same.
out. So otherwise he would drive me crazy. But, and so because he's around other dogs, he gets like slobber all over him and like dirt all over, whatever. So yeah, I mean,
No, same.
maybe,
Baby should get bathed more. Like, let's all be clear here. Baby has dreads behind his ears.
okay, yeah. I mean, maybe baby should be, oh yeah, like a
I'm gonna
little
have
bit.
this really, really well mannered, really nice, goofy, dirty kid.
But you know what? At least he's nice,
That is
right?
me.
Right? At least he's nice.
Right. Like it's when they say like kids are like their parents. I'm like, well, yeah, I was goofy and dirty and nice.
Linus is needy and dramatic and a shit stirrer. So checks. But no, I also think that it's like, I don't know, it's funny because I obviously have a lot of friends who have dogs, and I really feel like I do treat Linus like he kind of is my child, good or
Yeah.
bad. Like, I don't know if that's good or if that's bad, but I really do treat him like he's my kid. And then I have friends who treat their dogs like they're dogs. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, no, like it's a dog, And I'm like, Linus is not. I'm like, Linus is not a dog. Like, what do you mean?
I
Like,
didn't
this is a
birth
dog.
Linus.
He's a
Like, what's
person.
wrong with you?
I birthed him. Like, what do you mean? Like he's a.
Did you get an epidural when you birthed them? Was it painful?
I don't. I'm assuming that I did. Yes, since I don't remember it. But there were some painful moments that we have been through together. But I mean, but I don't know. It's just funny because I've never been able to be one of those people that's like, oh, it's just a dog.
Sure.
Like, I think that's a mentality. I don't know.
I think that it's a mentality. I also think that it's like, those people that say the way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
Mm,
So I think people that are in your camp probably like live closer to that mentality.
yeah.
Like, I'm going to take care of him like he's my kid because for all intents and purposes, he is my kid in this moment, right? Like, and the way I would raise my kid is this way.
Yeah.
I probably like don't veer as heavily as that
Yeah.
as you. But like I pick and choose my moments. My boyfriend's a little bit like that. Like he's a perfectionist. Like, oh, which is a whole nother beef I have to have with you. Did I tell you he told me we were going ring shopping?
No, but that's exciting.
Well, he told me this 5 weeks ago. Have we gone ring shopping? No.
Okay.
And
Well, maybe he's waiting for the weather to change.
we get in this conversation this past Friday, and he was basically like, well, I want it to be perfect. And I was like, okay, I hear you and I get it and I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, like, your homegirl's got a ticking time clock over here. Like, are we talking like perfect in the next 2 months or perfect in the next 2 years?
Yeah.
And like, this is like, so I think that people who veer more towards like treating their dogs like kids
Hmm.
do everything perfectly. Like
Yeah.
they tread more that way.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm more like type A when I have to be type B the rest of the time.
Right.
Like if dishes are in the sink, they're clean.
Yeah, right, for sure. I mean, I'm a psychotic perfectionist,
No. I think you didn't understand. Like if they're in the sink, I pretend they're clean because they're in the sink.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's no.
Right. No,
Yeah,
my boyfriend's like you. He's like, why are there dishes in the sink? And I'm like, I can't see them. They're not on the counter.
right. I mean, sink is better than counter, but
But
also
like,
my thing with that is it's like, why would you put dishes in the sink when you can just put them in the dishwasher?
because that would require me to unload the dishwasher. And in my last apartment, I didn't unload it once. And my cleaner came every 2 weeks and she did the dishes every 2 weeks. And those are the only time the dishes got done.
Okay, fair, but I don't know. I'm in the camp where it's like they don't sit in the sink for me. It's just like,
No, that's the better way to be. Don't get me wrong, that's the better way to be. But I get distracted and I'm like, but I could make a TikTok. I could go decide that I'm going to self-tan myself and get splotchy. I could go stand on my vibration plate. There are a lot of things I could do right now that are not the dishes.
100%. I totally get that. No, I totally get that.
Do you think that you'll instill this in your kids?
My perfectionism?
No, like, well, maybe your perfectionism, but just like, would you care if your kids weren't this way?
I think it would irk me all the time if I had a child that was messy. Like, I would be on their nutsack every other day, being like, pick up your shit. Why is this here?
Messy, but not like, what if they were clean but messy?
Like, hygienically clean but messy?
Yeah.
That would still bother me. Yeah.
Okay, see, I'm dirty but organized. Have you seen the chart, the grid that like is the like clean to dirty, organized but non-organized chart?
No.
Oh,
Is like the hot crazy matrix?
kind of.
Yeah.
But it's basically like it's like a neurodivergence test effectively. And it's basically saying that like it's very rare to be clean and organized, and it's very rare to be messy and messy and dirty, or like
Mm,
more rare, like those are extremes, right?
yeah.
But a lot of people fall in the camp of organized dirt or like
Okay.
clean chaos.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, if you did see my like the desktop of my computer, it is the scariest thing you've ever seen. There are literally files like all over the place, but it
Yeah,
makes sense to me. Like I guess that's maybe where I'm messy, you know what I mean?
sure.
But I know where everything is.
Right.
So it's like organized chaos.
We
And I
talked about this because
definitely
you're a Virgo, right?
yes,
Yeah. Okay. Checks.
checks. I also think another thing that I was going to say is like I think when I meet people that are not dog people,
Huh?
I think something's really wrong with them. So I saw like I know
Dog
like
people or pet people? Specifically dog?
yeah, I think for me cuz like I'm not a cat person. I know you have a cat. The one of the reasons honestly the main reason why I don't have a cat cuz I don't necessarily hate cats. It's just that I live in an apartment. So for me I'm just like if I'm going to have a cat, I need to have a big place where like you're not going to smell cat litter. You know what I mean? Like it
For
would
sure.
need to be like a guest bathroom like down the hall, you know? Um, but I saw it was like this was a while ago. The Foster sisters, like Erin and Sarah Foster,
Yeah.
and they like had this person on their podcast who was talking about one of the biggest red flags that men have in women are women who have dogs. Like they don't want to date a woman who has a dog.
Oh,
And
why?
I was like, that's so fucked up because and Sarah and Aaron Foster were both like, yeah, we hate dogs. Like we're totally not dog people. And I was just like, okay. And here's my thing with them. I think that they're so funny and I've always like, oh, I love the Foster sisters, like they're so funny, but they are snarky assholes. And now I'm just like, no, you are assholes. Like you're just assholes. Like if you don't like dogs, like you're just an asshole, right? I mean like
It's no, it's like the snotty children theory. Like all kids are gonna have snot. They're also gonna have shit, right? There are people who like the idea of having to clean up somebody else's like bodily fluids, they can't get on board with it, right? And so it's like instead of them understanding that like they also had snot when they were kids, it's like not that big of a deal. Like their like head is very much like, well, I don't have to do that. I'm an adult. I don't have to like partake in that. And it's like that's fine. But I don't, yeah, no, you're right. I do think they're assholes. They're also doing they're the ones who bought Tinks's like screenplay
yeah,
adaptation or whatever of her book.
for
And you
B
know, I'm not a
Street.
Tinks fan, so like I can't,
Yeah, the Hamptons thing. It was like the
it's just, yeah, the like lesbian rom-com or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. They all just sound like bitches. I'm sorry. Like, I can't sugarcoat it. They just like, they're mean girls. They're like mean girls cloaked and you somehow got a social media following and you come from money. Like,
totally. Yeah.
if I saw them out in the wild, they're not going to be friendly to me. I don't wear the right clothes or look the right way. Sorry. Like my bit is self-deprecation and making fun of myself. Like
Yeah.
I don't fit in that world.
Yeah. No, I get that. I totally get that. But that
But
definitely did like irk me a little bit just because I was like, I don't know, it's just interesting. Like people who are not dog people, I'm like, what happened? Like how does that happen?
so there was a kid that I went to school with who used to put beanie babies on the fan and sling the fan around till they burst open or put them in the microwave till they burst open. And I remember going home and telling my mom that, and my mom being like, you can't hang out with him anymore. He's going to turn into a serial killer. And you know what? She wasn't wrong. Like,
Yeah. I
there's
mean,
something like really psychotic about not having empathy for other life and then like taking that a step further, like actively disliking other life and then taking that a step further trying to hurt other life, like any life, cat, dog. Like I get weirded out. Like look, I don't like bugs, but I still have like a little bit of a like, should I really kill it? Like is this actually should I just take
yeah.
the spider and put it in a glass and put it outside? Like that would be the right thing to do. Do I always do it? No. But I have that thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that thought too. I feel bad for all the spiders that I killed, but I still killed them just because I'm like,
Sure.
well, I don't want them in my home.
Right. But I
But
have that process, right? And it's
yeah.
like I do wonder about people who don't even like have that process and or actively just like dog or they're like they're furry. And I'm like, you shed. You have hair on your head.
Right. Like, I love people that are like the hypoallergenic dogs who are like, yeah, because I don't want them to shed. And I'm just like, are you allergic? Like, if you're not actually allergic, then that's just so bizarre to me.
Also, if you bought a $7,000 dog, you probably have a house cleaner. So,
True.
like, are you actually vacuuming this shit up, or do you have a house cleaner and a Roomba? Like, get fucked. I'm sorry.
Totally get fucked. Literally that. Like that is like
And you
my
know who's
philosophy
not in the
there.
pound being rescued by people from low income families? Hyperallergenic dogs. So there's on the poor to rich can afford the cleaner for the lots of fur. The hyperallergenic dogs are up here.
Yep.
That's how I
Yep.
feel.
The
Also,
irony.
that fur sticks to fabric cars, not leather cars, which are the cars you're driving, the leather cars. Like, you got a lot of problems with the fur, and it does not affect you. There are people who it is affecting, and they're still
100%.
rescuing dogs.
100%. No, I completely and totally agree with you. I
Should be
mean,
an ad for whatever LA animal rescue, even though I have a bred dog. But
listen, I did rescue Linus. I rescued my other dog before.
rescued?
You what?
My fat cat's rescued.
Yeah. I rescued my dog before Linus too. So before Linus, I had a pug who, yeah, I rescued him when he was 10 years old.
You strike me
So
as a pug person. That makes sense.
yeah, he was actually like so needy and needed so much attention and was like, it was like he was so beyond, like so much. Yeah, it was a lot. But yes, had a pug and then was fostering Linus during the fires and just decided to keep him.
Keep them, yeah.
So
So I have a question for you on the DINK lifestyle. How do you feel, or where do you land on people who are dual income having to pay more because they don't have kids?
I think that's total bullshit.
And I'll give you an example. So I've been in situations where there were carve outs made for families with kids, like, oh, they have to pay for someone to take care of the kids, or they have to pay for whatever, whatever. And so, like, people have, I guess, like, maybe been more generous with them, assuming they had this additional financial burden. I went to New York 2 weeks ago. You know how much it costs to board a dog?
Yeah, no, what like a
A
hundred?
lot. A
Yeah, I
lot.
think like $150 a night or something.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we're in LA, but still, like, and I also just think, like, you made the choice to have kids. 2 + 2 = baby.
Yeah. No, totally. No, 100%. I mean, I think again, having kids is a choice. It's not something that you have to, well, okay. I
You went there. You got to finish it.
yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Normally having children is a choice. Okay. I would hope having children was your choice
Sure.
because on this podcast and in this state, we believe in choice and choices for women. So I would hope that it was a choice that two people made together or one person made on their own, that they were like, this is what I want to do. And if that's what you want to do, again, I think it's a beautiful, wonderful thing to have kids. But like, that's your choice. You know what I mean? So I shouldn't have to like.
I'm not responsible for your choices.
No.
I'm not responsible for if you have a boyfriend, if you have a husband, if you have kids, if you have a dog. Like, these are not my responsibilities. And I get very frustrated, especially like now that in our friend groups, I find that there's more separation amongst where people are, right? So like, you have friends who are married, you have friends with kids, you have friends with pets, you have friends without pets. Like, we're not all 22 and single and like ripping shots.
Yeah.
We have friends that are drinking, friends that are not drinking. And I get really frustrated by the people who, like, look, I pride myself in not like screwing anyone over. Like, if we go to the dinner and you don't order anything, I'm not going to split the bill evenly, right? But the people who get fucking nitpicky about it at 37, I'm like,
yeah,
I can't. I don't have the bandwidth for this anymore. Up to like $100, I don't care.
Yeah, no, I think that that's crazy. That's crazy.
It just like, and it wilds me out because I find that like in my friend group, more and more people are in that category, right? But we still have a couple that I'm like, why are we itemizing the tax right now?
I mean, maybe they're not doing as well as you are financially.
No, they are.
Okay, then that's really weird.
Better.
Then that's weird. Like, to me, that's really weird.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I also like don't I get frustrated by people who put themselves in situations like that and then expect someone else to cover.
Right.
Like, like they're going to go to the nice cocktail bar that they can't afford, and then they're going to allow 2 or 3 people to buy rounds of drinks, and they're not going to reciprocate it. And it's like,
I mean, if you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home.
yeah. And it's also like, if you do that once, fine. If you're in
Yeah.
between jobs, fine. If that's a habit that multiple people have noticed,
Yeah.
I stand
No,
on that.
I get that. I totally get that.
And it's not that like I mind paying, and it's not that I can or I can't, or like it really has nothing to do with me. It's more that I don't like feeling like used by people I think of as friends.
Totally. Yeah. I would
Yeah.
I would get that. Yeah, of course. Of
Sorry,
course.
went on a tangent.
Yeah, went on a
Okay,
tangent. Um
final thoughts on the DINK lifestyle.
I mean, well, the only other thing I was going to bring up is dating with pets and how I think it's really hard to date someone. It's hard to date someone who's never had a pet, and it's
Yes.
also hard to date someone who does have a pet, like, or has a dog.
Yes.
Like, if I have a dog and they have a dog, unless your dogs get along and the dogs are able to like play together and do things together and whatever, it can be really hard like merging those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Or
know?
if they treat their dog like a kid and you treat your dog like a dog, or vice versa, and you have
Right.
different ideas of,
Totally.
like, one person's like, well, yeah, we take the dog everywhere. He goes to every bar and restaurant with us. And the other person's like, why would you do that? He's not a service animal. Like, why are you playing fire? Right? Like,
Right.
people get very.
Totally. Yeah.
So, I have a friend, well, it's a friend of a friend whose dog sleeps in bed with him,
Yeah.
like under the covers, head on the pillow.
Linus does that with me.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Every night. So Linus is crate trained. When I got Linus, I had to crate train him
Like,
because
when I have someone over, he goes in the crate, but
yeah,
otherwise, he's
like
under the
if he
sheets.
needs to go in the crate, he can go in the crate. But if it's just me in my bed, like yeah, every
Do
night
you
he sleeps
ever,
with
does
me.
Linus, like, has he watched you have sex?
No. So like again, that's when like he'll go in the crate or
But is the crate covered?
I'm sorry?
Is the crate covered?
No, but it's like in a different room. So like it's in my
Like, baby's been on the bed with me having sex.
well, Bartleby had severe separation anxiety, which was not
Okay.
my fault since I adopted him since he was old, but it was one of those things where like I couldn't put him in another room, like he would have to be on the bed. If he wasn't on the bed watching me, he would
Bang.
cry
Yeah.
hysterically outside the door to the point where I was like this is just it would just kill the mood, you know what I mean? Linus is a lot more independent, and so if he needs to be in his crate for like an hour or whatever, like he's totally fine. It's in a different room, like I can close the door, like he's good, you know?
Maybe he'll come up and start, like, licking ass.
Okay.
I'm like, baby, get your 100-pound ass off the bed. Like, you gotta go.
I'm assuming baby doesn't sleep in bed with you since he's so big.
Oh, no, he does.
Oh, okay.
Fully laid out as long as Glenn and I, like, fully.
Yeah. Okay, so then you're a dog in the bed person too.
But not under the sheets. That's where it's the
Yeah.
sheets that.
So Bartleby, my old dog, used to just sleep on top of the
Yeah.
covers, and he would have his own little blanket that he would sort of sleep on. Linus is a burrower, so he like
It's
loves.
cute, to be
It
fair.
is cute, and he'll literally go under the covers, and like if I'm sleeping like this, he'll like form against me and just like, and he just is still like he's small, so it's like it's not honestly like it doesn't bother. Yeah, like I don't. You
No,
wouldn't
it
really know
doesn't
he's
bother me
there
from
unless.
somebody in the bed, like in the bed way. It bothered me from like a hair under the sheets because I get itchy.
Yeah, no,
I am
for sure.
technically allergic to dogs. Not that I've ever let that deter me from anything, but like, yes, I am technically allergic.
No, I mean, is it sanitary? Like, absolutely not. But like,
There's nothing I do with my dog's sanitary.
but again, he's my child, so like, I don't care. Do you know
Do
what
I
I
let
mean?
my dog lick off the plate? Yes. Sorry.
Right. This is where it comes into like, yeah, I treat my dog like he's my kid. So I'm like, he wants to go under the covers, like he can go under the covers, like it's fine.
Yeah. You make a valid point. Like, we have peanut butter toast in the morning, and then we always let him lick the plates. It's like, here, and the vet the other day was like, he's getting a little overweight, and I was like, did you just call my dog fat? I was not happy about that. Went in for an ear infection, and suddenly you're telling me my dog needs his thyroid checked, and I was like, excuse you.
Oh, poor baby.
And 7 pounds.
Yeah, you know, I think it's just one of those things where, again, and I have friends who are like absolutely not like dogs or do not sleep in the bed. I used to be that way again when I first got Linus. Like he did not sleep in my bed with me for the first like 6 months probably. But then I was just like why not? Like he's like I don't know. No one else is here, so whatever.
A guy does it than a girl.
It's what?
I think it's weirder if a guy does it than a girl. Like, if a girl lets their dog sleep in the bed, it doesn't really bother me. Guys who let their dog sleep under the covers in the bed, I get a little like, are you sleeping with your stuffed animal? Like, Because I feel like this is indicating something. I don't know what, but I don't like it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I think the majority of guys that I've dated with dogs let them sleep on the bed, but maybe not in the bed. But I honestly don't remember. I really haven't dated that many men with dogs, which is probably a telltale sign of the men that I have dated. So
they're
there
crazy.
you go.
We don't like them anyways. Okay.
Right.
What are you eating, watching, and using? You want to go first or second?
I can go first.
Okay.
Okay, so eating. There's a lot of new good things from Trader Joe's, obviously, but one of the things that I am obsessed with,
When's
like,
the last time you've shopped anywhere besides Trader Joe's for groceries?
so I do go other places, but only when I have to. Like, I'll go
Okay.
to Pavilions if I need like a rotisserie chicken or like paper towels, you know what I mean? But no, I'm not. It's also because it's a block and a half away from my apartment.
I'm just
So
giving
I
you.
walk there. Yeah. So they came out with these they're like these little chicken cubes, and it comes with like honey mustard dipping sauce.
Okay.
They're so good. It's like this little packet, and it's 190 calories, 20 grams of protein.
It's a cube. Cooked chicken.
Cooked chicken, grilled, cooked little.
Where is it in the store?
It's where they keep like the breakfast, like all the burritos and the sandwiches
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. Okay, it's like
the
a shipment
packaged
name.
foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, so good.
Okay.
So I've been loading up on those. Watching. So I started the second arm of Bridgerton,
Mhm.
which is like okay so far. I mean, there was like a fun sex scene, so like I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. We'll see how it goes. I haven't loved this season on the whole, but I feel like
Write it out.
I have to just write it out.
Sure.
And then another thing that I'm using, okay, this is random, but like I bruise insanely easily. And something that I use all the time is arnica gel. So I don't know if you yeah, I feel like people don't talk about it enough. And
I
it's just
love
like
arnica.
arnica gel is like the best. So for people who don't know, it's like you put it on bruises or like stiff muscles or whatever, and it helps like bruising and swelling go down. I also use it sometimes when I get my squirts, like the Botox, and I have little like, and I'll put like arnica gel on places. But anyways, yeah, walked into a chair the other day, so we've been using the
What we
arnica
do.
gel
That's what we do.
as I do.
Okay, so I got I wish they sold this as a cereal. I got the Trader Joe's. It's like I don't know what it's called. It's kind of like a trail mix, but it's like pretzels, little mini chocolate chip cookies,
Mm,
chocolate dusted almonds, and then like little mini Reese's. But the mini chocolate chip cookies, they're like the tiniest little thing. They're delicious. I wish they made like a cereal of them. Uh,
oof.
Watching 56 Days. Have you started it or watched it?
No, but I've heard it's amazing, so it's on my list.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I gotta start.
Yeah, it's right up your alley. And then using, I got okay, so this isn't really a using, but kind of. You know the company, I think it's called Fresh, that makes that like rose smelling like the lip stuff or whatever. So
Yeah, yeah.
Trader Joe's does a dupe candle that's that brand, and it smells delicious. And I put it in my
They're
bathroom, and I don't even light it. Open it, and it smells exactly like the Fresh brand.
So their candles are actually really, really good. They had this one that was seasonal and it was like canned corn
Mm,
and the candle looked like a canned like a
saw that. Yeah.
it smelled so good. I
Okay.
wish that they sold it all year round, but again, it was just like a season. It was like for Thanksgiving, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But their candles are delicious. So
Oh, one more thing that I was gonna say that I've been using recently that I also really like, the Amika, um,
oh, I like Amika.
what's
Hair
that
mask?
stuff the stuff you put in your hair before you use heat protectant.
Oh,
The Amika, they have like a 10 in 1. It's like heat protectant, detangler, leave-in conditioner, like shine, whatever. It smells so good, and like usually when I use like heat, I feel like I see like the steam come off or whatever. It doesn't happen. I don't know. It's very smoothing. I like it a lot.
okay.
Very expensive, but it's Amika, so you know what you're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my round.
I love it. Well, it was great to chat. I'm glad that we talked about all this stuff, and I guess we'll talk again next week.
Okay. Farewell. So long, farewell.
So long.